Pieces to start with the Star Bloom. So I wanted to share. Um, I keep on having like a moment. That's what they keep on. I keep hearing, "Do you have a moment to spare?" And it's almost like the urge, or the desire to have like a conversation. Um, I really don't have any interpretation of that. It's just something that I had heard, basically, like a moment to spare. Um, but as I was allowing myself to sit in it, I started basically hearing, "You have the wrong impression of self, and you are in misrepresentation of the truth as you are going into spirit and judgment, disrupting layers of peace by your urgency to integrate in spaces with people and places that don't actually suit you." Hold on, y'all. So my apologies, y'all. Each time I begin to try to share messages, it's like pause for the cause. 10:41. I just seen the time that may be significant. But in misrepresentation of self, sometimes what we'll do, y'all, we'll show up in rates of urgency. We'll be desiring of things that aren't required or aren't necessary. And a lot of the times we don't recognize that our desire to be in connection, because we desire the comfort while we're really being called to actually feel in order to heal, is going to require some discomfort to be in that space with you. Growth requires discomfort. You're growing. You get what I'm saying? Um, this past year, I really, really was able to sit in the beauty of heartbreak. Because if I had allowed myself to be in this like base layer, I wouldn't have really, really got out of it what I could and what was there for me to retrieve. A lot of the times we don't really be in the full perception of ourselves because, like I said, we be in misrepresentation of somebody else's interpretation of what it is that we're experiencing. So you'll show up and you just like you got it all wrong. You'll show up and you in connection, I'm speaking just to divine feminine, or even, energies that are basically waking up to self, that are feminine. I don't even want to just say feminine, because feminine energy is in representation in the masculine as well as it is the feminine. It's polarity, it's duality. So, however, you'll wake up to a certain rate of yourself and you'll be in relationship. Here's the thing. Um, I'm shaking y'all because it's like spirit is speaking to me confirmation about creation, and it's like in my head and in my heart. Y'all gotta understand how many layers of conversation be happening with us, okay? It's like I gotta get this message out, but this is happening. You get what I'm saying? And spirit is speaking to me, like mama's speaking to me about creation. And yeah, we be asked of the one thing. You get what I'm saying? But it's like you created the stars and you know them by name. And then you made the sun too. You made the sun, and then it's like you didn't stop there, but it's like, do you imagine what you would do? Where would you sit at within your vessel if you made the sun? You know what I'm saying? And you were able to say, "Yeah, I did that." Would you stop? You get what I'm saying? It's like you sitting at a rate within a connection that is this just, that is this infinite. A lot of y'all be getting to right within yourself when you start showing up and seeing yourself, and people try to call it cocky because they don't understand the layer of confidence that you literally have been enriched with because of who your peoples is, who the company you keep is, right? But it's like I said, it's like you are in misrepresentation. You just got it all wrong, babe. You don't understand that a lot of the times, because you chose to continue, 444, because you continue to go through at a rate, healing, feeling, willing, doing what it is that you know is necessary to be done so that you could be and have what it is that you require, or even in the rate of your desires, and be truthful in it, and be wealthy in it. Like, you don't recognize what you come from, so you be trying to figure out why things ain't work out, why things ain't right. You be trying to understand why you can't. What did I do wrong? That's what I hear this baby saying. What did I do wrong? But I didn't do any. I did everything. What, trying to sit and nitpick self, trying to actually figure out how you could fit into the spaces that you outgrew, trying to recalculate and trying to shrink yourself to be small enough for the person that you believe is your one, but they can't take a full dose of you. You don't understand what it means to be full in yourself until you allow yourself, divine feminine, to get to a rate to where you could be in the company of something that'll allow you to you ever come into a masculine energy and you could just breathe. Dang, my nervous system calm here. A lot of us don't represent the truth of us because we've been uh so used to trying to sell our what what's the, I keep on thinking of geishas, the our, what is our Mizawagi. We've been out here so used to trying to go to the highest bid, baby. That rate been gone. So many times you weren't comfortable, you weren't at peace, your nervous system was not calm, and you decided to negotiate your promise, your profit, your preciousness, your 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 peace, your sacredness, your creation. You allow your spaces to be invaded voluntarily, willing yourself in three dimensional spaces that don't suit you. Like, you ain't never actually been at a rate within yourself where somebody done been able to actually see the whole you, and they got enough room to handle it, receive it, and they on appointment. Oh, shell from the Most High. You just you're not seeing it right. Spirit said they want you to get your perception a little tweaked, a little different. Stop asking questions on why they didn't stay. Start to be grateful that they left. Stop asking questions on why it didn't work out, and you need to just be at a rate to where you start to just put your hands up and recognize it in the surrender. Even though I feel a little uneasy because I don't feel steady, my feet don't feel like it's any foot in here. But guess what? In this fall, there's something that's gonna catch me through all of this. In this fall, there's something that will catch me through it all. Be at a rate of representation of the truth, because you went in. I released judgment in order for me to actually be in full receipt of what is here. A lot of the times, until we get one with self, we stop splitting ourselves up trying to become a piece of a piece of a piece of a piece for another person. We stop requiring other people to become a different rate of themselves to be able to have a piece of us. We get to be in that allowed rate, as I stated earlier, y'all. You be in full representation of the polarity. A lot of y'all is worried about divine unions, and you don't understand, babe. You were supposed to connect with you first. It was you first. You were supposed to choose you. And what happens when I choose me? My divine partner came to me almost 3 years ago. He says, when you choose you, you choose me. I didn't know what I was hearing, but I received it because I understood that it was something that meant something. Me choosing myself can't be bad if it's what's actually gonna help me heal. Don't be in the lie, cornering yourself in the pocket of somebody else's ace in the hole. You don't have to help them get you. You could release the burden. You could allow the worry to subside and recognize that you're just going towards a calm and healed nervous system. All right? I love y'all. Peace.